Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. According to Gizmodo, conservatives are now getting angry about Google's fact-checking module. First of all, I want to start off by saying that I don't like exactly how this article starts off. They start off by saying, this article starts off by saying, paranoid conservatives have increasingly become certain Google is trying to silence them, citing its firing of engineers who allegedly created hostile work environments and largely illusory panic about YouTube censorship. And you see how they start off the article by saying paranoid conservatives. So all of a sudden now, just because you believe you're being censored, you're paranoid. And they have a lot of proof to back up the so-called paranoia that they have with Google. But back to the article. Now, according to Tucker Carlson's flagship site, The Daily Caller, they're worried Google's new fact-checking initiative, recently installed as part of Google's response to a backlash against misinformation in its search results, is targeting conservatives. According to the article, here's what they're mad about. Google, the name of a publication, and the search engine will display a sidebar with some information about it, like what it covers. This is what you see when you search Gizmodo, for example. Gizmodo is a design, technology, science, and science fiction website that also features articles on politics. It was originally launched as part of Gawker Media Network, run by Nick Denton, and runs on Kinja platform. And then they got a little underneath of that, it got a little thing that shows the net neutrality article they had a couple weeks ago. It says, after net neutrality vote, fake comments are still flooding federal websites. And it says, and then it shows the Twitter, and that's about it for that. And the article continues to state that for some publications that have drawn the attention of Google's third-party fact checkers like Snopes, and I'm gonna pause right there. Snopes is, how are they fact checkers? Like, who gave them the authority to be fact checkers? It's ran by a man, his girlfriend, and their cat. That's Snopes. And there's some fact checker, like, who gave them the authority to be fact checkers? And everything that they fact checked is conservative stuff. Anything that has to do with conservatives, that's what they fact check. That's who they tag on Google. For example, they got the Daily Caller. If you type in the Daily Caller, it shows the Wikipedia thing on Daily Caller, and then they show an article where it says, claim a transgender woman raped a young girl in a woman's bathroom because bills were passed allowing transgender ... And it said claim by the Daily Caller. Then the fact check by Snopes says mixture. You know, what the heck does that mean? A mixture of what? I remember that story, and that claim was true. A transgender woman, I put in quotation marks, did rape a young girl. I remember when it happened, when that bill first passed. How's that mixture? I don't understand that. And then they got another claim about climate models, and it says incorrect under it, and that's the new fact check thing. I don't understand who gave Snopes the authority to be fact checkers. Like, where are their credentials? You know, how are they the go-to? How did Google come to the conclusion to pick Snopes is my question. Back to the article. It's nice that Google is making an effort to flag misinformation, but let's be real. The fact-checking module isn't really all that useful. Finding it requires clicking through to a sub-menu in a sidebar, and once the user's there, modules crowded with cut-off sentences and poorly contextualized information. Displaying semi-random individual review claims doesn't do anything to show a user whether a site is generally reliable. I'm going to say it like this. If you can't tell that the information you're getting is reliable, that is on the person that's using that site. It's not on Google to fact check. It's not on Snopes to fact check. It's on that individual to fact check the information. And we all know that the mainstream media put out disinformation anyway. That's why people go to these alternative sites to get their information. They go to people blogs. They go to individuals' vlogs on YouTube like mine to get information and get the scoop on stuff, because they don't trust the mainstream media anymore. They don't trust the CNN. They don't trust the Fox News. That's why they're going to these alternative websites, which I don't think is alternative anymore. They're the main media now, because people don't trust, like I said, the ones that you see on TV, because they're the ones that's really full of misinformation. If Snopes want to fact check somebody, why don't you fact check CNN? All the lies and disinformation they put out, I don't see them fact checking them. Let's go back to this article. Moreover, the Daily Caller correctly pointed out that the module had flagged one of his stories, saying it made false claims that people that had been hired from Robert Mueller's investigation into Russia interference in the election were all Hillary Clinton supporters. That's actually a Donald Trump quote that didn't even appear in the Daily Caller article. The fact check by section of the module linked to a separate article by the Washington Post, which had nothing to do with the Daily Caller. And that's a good point. So they got the fact check and put the quotes in the fact check, saying that everyone was Hillary Clinton supporters, when Daily Caller didn't even write that. They had to link to another Washington Post article and said that the Daily Caller had something to do with it. So who checks the fact checker? That's my question. Who checks the fact checker? Back to the article. So their claim Google's cluttered module appears to be muddling up embarrassingly true. Yet let's note that can be fixed, and inserting some fact checking into a sub menu in the sidebar of the search results is not exactly a full assault on the Daily Caller. Okay, so now they're in this article, they're making light of the fact checking thing, saying, "Oh, it's not really no big deal. It's not really fact checking. All they do is put some. They put a little paragraph here and say it's incorrect. It really won't do anything. It really won't affect the Daily Caller." But I disagree, because a lot of people use Google. The majority of people use Google search engine, and they do read this stuff. And if they see something on an article that says incorrect, a lot of people that don't do their due diligence and do their research, like people like me and other people do in the alternative media sphere, they're gonna believe what Google say and believe that this thing is incorrect and not do the research for themselves. So what I would say to everyone is, don't take what anyone says as face value, not even me. Go do the research yourself. Question it. Question everything. Question the government. Question the media. Question everything, and come to your own conclusions. Won't you leave your comments below? Let me know what you think. Subscribe and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX for the latest in news. I appreciate y'all listening. Till next time, God bless.
We live in a really nightmare. Watch out for the watch out for the we live in a really nightmare. Watch out for the watch out for the